Terminal 3 and it's 2 in the morning. Boarding the flight with no safety or warning. I take my seat right next to the glass, watching the runway lights flickering past. The captain says we're climbing high in the sky, while I'm looking down at a final goodbye. You stayed in the city, you stayed in the warm, leaving me flying straight into the storm. The engines are roaring, they're cut in the air, but they can't drown the silence you left sitting there. And I'm taking the red eye away from your heart, crying at midnight as we drift apart. 30,000 feet up in the freezing cold dark, staring at shadows where we lost our spark. My eyes are burning, they're heavy and red from the weight of the thousands of things that you said. God, it's a long way to fall from the sky on a lonely red eye. The cabin is quiet, the reading lights dying, everyone's sleeping, adjusting to grim. I lean my head back on the window pane frost, counting the hours and the love that I lost. I look at my hands and they're shaking with fear, knowing you're further with each passing gear. Are you sleeping soundly back down on the ground, or are you awake to the quietest sound? Did you want me to run? Did you want me to fly? Or did you just wanna watch everything die? The pressure is dropping, the cabin is tight, and I'm trapped in the middle of a permanent night. The sun's coming up, but the sky is still gray, landing in places a lifetime away. No one is waiting at the baggage claim line, just a red-eye flight for a love that wasn't mine. Red-eye, goodbye. She sits by the window as the rain starts to pour, staring at the shadow underneath the front door. She used to wear a smile that could brighten the dark, before you walked away and took every single spark. Now she's hiding her eyes from the glare of the street, listening to the rhythm of her own heartbeat. She used to be a fire burning so bright, now she's just a whisper in the middle of the night. Traded all the laughter for a heavy regret, trying to undo a love she cannot forget. And oh, she's become a lonely girl now, trying to survive, she doesn't know how. Pacing through the rooms of a quiet apartment, wondering exactly where the beautiful art went. She's a portrait of sorrow, a canvas of grief, looking at a future with no sign of relief. Yeah, you got what you wanted, you're free and you're wild, and you left behind a lonely, heartbroken child. She found your old ticket stub tucked in her coat beside a half-finished, desperate little note. She almost threw it out, but she held it too tight, sinking to her knees in the dim hallway light. It's the little reminders that cut like a blade, watching as the colors of a universe fade. Did you mean to destroy her when you packed up your things? Did you mean to unravel all the joy that love brings? She was open and fragile, she gave you her best, and you left a giant vacuum inside of her chest. Now she's building up walls made of mortar and stone, learning how to navigate the freezing alone. Yeah, she's become the lonely girl now, trying to survive, but she doesn't know how. Pacing through the rooms of a quiet apartment, wondering exactly where the beautiful art went. She's a portrait of sorrow, a canvas of grief, looking at a future with no sign of relief. Yeah, you got what you wanted, you're free and you're wild, and you left behind a lonely, heartbroken child. Just the rain on the glass, waiting for the pain to pass. She'll turn off the lamp, she'll close both her eyes and try to forget all your beautiful lies. The lonely girl, alone in the dark. I was navigating just fine through the dark and the cold before I knew the safety of a hand I could hold. I had built up my walls, they were heavy and tall, to make sure that I never have a distance to fall. Then you broke through the gates with your beautiful light and convinced me that everything would be alright. You showed me a heaven that I didn't know, just to drop me right back in the freezing below. Now the darkness is louder than it ever had been, because I know what the sunlight looks like from within. And oh, if you never came to save me back then, I wouldn't be trying to survive you again. I wouldn't be weeping on the bathroom floor, wishing your key was turning inside of my door. I was safe in my numbness, I was fine on my own, before you made a kingdom out of hollowed out bone. Yeah, the rescue was sweet, but the fallout was great. I wish you had left me where I couldn't be saved. And swore that your harbor was the right place for me. I washed off the salt and I let down my guard, which makes this drowning so physically hard. Cause you didn't just leave when the weather turned rough, you threw me back in when you had had enough. Why would you heal up a wing just to snap it in two? Why would you force me to depend upon you? I forgot how to breathe in the shadows alone. Now I'm a stranger on a path I had known. You're a beautiful savior turned into a thief, leaving me stranded on a desert of grief. couldn't be saved. Back in the dark where I used to stay before you came and pulled me away. The walls are still broken, the ocean is deep, and you're just a promise I wasn't allowed to keep. If you never came, I'd be okay. I keep forgetting that I shouldn't cook for two, placing a plate down where I used to look at you. The steam rises up and then vanishes in the air, leaving me staring at a completely vacant chair. I go to say something, a joke from the day, then remember the silence is here to stay. As the hardest transition, the freezing of spring, watching the rust take over our gold ring. You didn't just walk out and slam down the door, you took the whole future we were building for. And oh, my lover is gone, my lover is gone, and I'm forced to face a terrifying dawn. The title is stripped right away from my name, left with the wreckage of a one-sided game. I'm a ship in the dark with a broken down mast, drowning inside of a beautiful past. Every heartbeat is heavy, every breath is a stone, just a lover gone cold in the freezing alone. I passed by your sister, she looked at the floor, too awkward to ask how I am anymore. The mutual friends that we used to invite are picking their sides in the dead of the night. They're deleting the photos where I'm in the frame to make room for a future where you do the same. Are you already sleeping in somebody's sheets? Are you tracing your fingers down different streets? Did I become a shadow you had to erase just to put a new smile on your elegant face? The contract is broken, the promise is dead, and I'm trapped in the ruins of the things that we said. Face a terrifying dawn. The title is stripped right away from my name, left with the wreckage of a one-sided game. I'm a ship in the dark with a broken down mast, drowning inside of a beautiful past. Every heartbeat is heavy, every breath is a stone, just a lover gone cold in the freezing alone. We, no more us, just a handful of ash and a highway of dust. I'll blow out the candle, I'll turn off the light, and accept that you're not coming home tonight. Lover gone, the dark moves on. Walked into the fire with my eyes open wide, believing every beautiful delusion you hid inside. You built a golden castle out of ashes and smoke, and I didn't realize the promises were just a cruel joke, until the door slammed shut and the temperature rose. Left standing in a nightmare that nobody else knows. You turned off the sun and you swallowed the key, forcing me to beg for a version of me. I traded my heaven to hold on to your hand. Now I'm just a ghost in a desolate land, and oh, I'm serving my time in hell tonight, burning alive in the half-faded light, paying the price for the love that I gave to a man who just wanted a soul he could enslave. It's a sentence of sorrow, a valley of tears, unraveling everything we built through the years. Yeah, you walked away clean while my universe fell, and left me alone during my time in hell. The walls are all painted in the shade of your greed, a brutal reminder of the safety I need. I try to find an exit, I try to find a door, but my knees keep collapsing on the charred wooden floor. Your voice is the echo that screams through the dark, a permanent shadow where we lost every spark. Can you crawl out of Hades with blisters and scars? Can you learn to love underneath missing stars? I'm fighting the demons you left in my mind, searching for a light that I can't seem to find. You were my savior, turned into the thief, leaving me stranded on a desert of grief. Dying down, but the smoke is still tight, trying to breathe in the dead of the night. I'll find my way out, I'll survive through the pain and wash off your ash in the cold winter rain. My time in hell is finally done. I found an old photo from 3 years ago, before we had secrets we didn't want to know. You were standing in line at a crowded cafe, just a face in the blur of a rainy Tuesday. No weight in my chest, no tears in my eyes, just a man under ordinary skies. It's crazy how someone you didn't even know can become the one reason you're sinking so low. I wish I had walked out and left you behind before you took over the space in my mind. Back when you were a stranger, slept through the night, my heart wasn't breaking in the moonlight. I didn't know how your voice sounded so sweet, or the way that your footsteps echoed down my street. Now I'm ruined by memories of what used to be, and the phantom of us that is killing me. God, I look at the damage and wish I could change her back to the days when you were a stranger. Now you walk past my table and don't even look, like a chapter we ripped right out of a book. We're rewriting history, moving backward in time, erasing the rhythm and killing the rhyme. go back to the way that it felt before all the cards were aggressively dealt. To look at your face and feel absolutely nothing at all. No mountain to climb, no valley to fall, but the circle is broken, the arrow is cast, and I'm just a victim of a beautiful past. Footsteps echo down my street. Now I'm ruined by memories of what used to be, and the phantom of us that is killing me. God, I look at the damage and wish I could change her back to the days when you were a stranger, just a face in the crowd, no name spoken loud. I'll try to forget you, I'll try to look through and pretend that I never, ever loved you. Stranger again, the bitterest end. I'm sitting in the kitchen as the daylight recedes, holding on to a heart that silently bleeds. You're sitting right there on the opposite side, but there's an ocean of secrets we're trying to hide. We don't even argue, we don't even fight, just two quiet phantoms fading into the night. It's a different kind of torture when you're not alone, but the person beside you has turned into stone. We share the same mattress, we share the same name, but we're just cold players in a broken game. And oh, it's a lonely love that we're keeping alive, a starving little spark that's too tired to survive. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm catching the air, drowning in a room where nobody cares. It's the heaviest silence, the coldest embrace, looking at a lover with a stranger's face. God, tear us apart or pull me back above, 'cause I'm dying inside of this lonely love. I remember the mornings we were laughing till dawn. Now I wake up at 3 and I wish you were gone, because watching you drift is a slow dripping ache. There's only so much that a spirit can take. You look at your screen and I look at the wall, two people who had it and ruined it all. Is there anyone out there who can show me the way to mend up a partnership that's gone completely gray? We're too scared to leave and we're too numb to try, just waiting for the promises to wither and die. A beautiful tragedy, a canvas of grief, a lifetime of waiting for a moment's relief. Yeah, it's a lonely love that we're keeping alive, a starving little spark that's too tired to survive. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm catching the air, drowning in a room where nobody cares. It's the heaviest silence, the coldest embrace, looking at a lover with a stranger's face. God, tear us apart or pull me back above, because I'm dying inside of this lonely love. Close the door, turn the key, no more us, just you and me, sleeping alone in a crowded bed, living with the ghosts of the things we said. Only love, yeah. I packed up the sweater you left on the floor and set your house key right beside the front door. I'm scrubbing your scent from the sheets and the walls, embracing my heart for the quiet that falls. I'm erasing myself so she has room to breathe, doing the one thing you needed from me. I always said I would do anything to see you smile, even if it meant I'd be broken for a while. So I'm stepping aside, letting go of your hand, fulfilling a promise I don't wanna understand. And oh, you'll be happy, yeah, you'll be happy with her, while my entire universe turns to a blur. You'll give her the mornings you used to give me, and build a bright future I'll never see. It's a beautiful tragedy, a selfless design. So give up your heart so you can heal mine. I'm crying at midnight while you're doing fine, drowning in tears just so you'll be happy. I saw a picture of you two in the park. Your eyes were so bright, completely missing the dark. You look like the man that I met in the spring, before we had ruined a beautiful thing. She doesn't know the monster that pride can create. She just gets the love that I had to cultivate. Did you have to break me to learn how to love? Did I have to fall so you could climb above? I was just the lesson, the rough draft of grace that you threw away to find a prettier face. But I'll swallow the agony, I'll play the saint and bleach out the canvas of all of our pain. Yeah, you'll be happy, oh you'll be happy with her, while my entire universe turns to a blur. You'll give her the mornings you used to give me, and build a bright future I'll never see. It's a beautiful tragedy, a selfless design. So give up your heart so you can heal mine. I'm crying at midnight while you're doing fine, drowning in tears just so you'll be happy. Smile for the camera, hold her so tight. Don't think of me in the dead of the night. I gave you your freedom, I paid the whole cost, grieving the lifetime that I went and lost. As long as you're happy. I saw your car parked outside of her place, but I could see the defeat written clean on your face. You're holding a hand, but you're looking away, replaying the words that we used to say. You thought leaving me would unlock a new door, but you're finding a space just makes you want more. shallow spark, and now you're just shivering out in the dark. You won't admit that you made a mistake, but I hear the sound of a heart about to break. And oh, you're lonely, yeah, you're lonely tonight. Even with her lying there in the light, you're missing the girl who knew all of your scars, while you look at a sky that is missing our stars. It's the quiet dynamic of a choice you regret, replaying the memories you cannot forget. Yeah, you got what you want and you're free and you're wild, but you're just a lonely, heartbroken child. Heartbroken child. You called me at midnight and didn't say a word, just the heaviest breathing that I've ever heard. I sat on the kitchen floor, gripping the phone, knowing exactly what it feels like to be so alone. You wanted to beg me to come back to bed, but your pride swallowed up all the things that you had. Is she fixing the pieces you broke on the way? Does she listen to stories you tell every day? Or are you an actor inside of a play, just wishing the daylight would wash her away? You ran from my love because it grew too deep. Now you're paying the price for the secrets you keep. Just a lonely, heartbroken child. Go on and touch her, go on and try, but you can't erase me, no matter how hard you cry. You're lonely, yeah, you're lonely, and I'm not there. I'm standing right here on the corner window, but the colors are fading from yellow to blue. The wind through my jacket is heavy and chill, and the world keeps on moving while my heart stands still. I reach for my phone just to see your display, then I remember you threw me away. They say love's a compass that leads you back home, but it left me out here in the freezing alone. The maps in my head are all torn at the seams. I'm a ghost wandering through our old dreams. And oh, I am lost in love tonight, chasing your shadow in the pale moonlight. I don't know the way to get over the pain. I'm just a girl standing out in the rain. Every road that I take only leads back to you, to the beautiful promises that weren't true. God, pull me out of the dark if you can, 'cause I'm lost in love with a ghost of a man. I walk through the rooms of my quiet apartment and wonder exactly where all of our spark went. Your bobby pins sit on the edge of the sink, and the silence is louder than choices. I think I look in the mirror and don't know my face, just a stranger trapped inside an empty space. Did you find a new map, or you finding your way while I'm stuck rewriting the very same day? I wanna be angry, I wanna be cold. instead of just missing the hand I would hold. The compass is broken, the needle won't spin. I don't even know where my life should begin. Standing out in the rain, every road that I take only leads back to you, to the beautiful promises that weren't true. God, pull me out of the dark if you can, 'cause I'm lost in love with the ghost of a man. No direction, no guide, nowhere left to hide, just the dark and the highway sound. I'll ever be found. I'm lost, still so lost.